Hello, and welcome to another RANGROO cast. I'm RANGROO, and today we are doing a 1v1 on a nuclear rintai. It's coming, and it still has not came, which is rather disappointing at this point. So anyway, on the right hand side in blue, playing this blue for, we have Trysail, and on the left hand side in red, playing as red for, we got Corvus Corax. So as usual, we're going to speed things up and get things going. It doesn't mean Trysail is playing a Commonwealth deck. Or Corax. Let me guess, Eastern Bloc. Yeah, Eastern Bloc. What a surprise. What a bloody surprise. And away we go. And not really sending too much down in bottom. I guess he's going to be capturing Bravo and then bringing up the rest of the unit. So it can be quite risky if a helicopter shoot does happen. And we've got Starfighter and MiG going at it, but the MiG does come out on top. I'm trying to get links here. Going around for a second assault. And Trysail bring them quite a little bit into hotel. Seems like it's going to be holding his forest. While Corvus Corax going quite heavy. I mean, we've got 2 T-72 1Ms and 3 T-72 1Ms, which is some heavy armor. 90 points. Give the ATGM just help. But still, that is quite a lot in terms of armor. And a lot of infantry as well. So he really needs to make that top hand assault happen. Get stuff into Alpha. Some recon guys as well, and really it's just one big crazy push from the hotel. If you can capture hotel, it's a rather easy point to hold, so that's always a good thing. But getting into it can be a pain in the butt because of the open ground, but he did bring the right tool for the job, and that being a lot of heavy tanks. Charlie 1 Mark II being forced to fall back as the mod shootings clear through the forest. That Eric squad definitely outnumbered, yeah. It's quite lucky that Trysail didn't do any crazy assault into Alpha, because this is still a rather undefended point. I mean, a good helicopter rush down here could have easily got control of this sector. But Trysail now moving in with some Vickers Mark 3s, or Mark 11s. Nothing infantry-wise, getting the links to flank around and get the BMPs and Sopal. I mean, he wants to kill that Sopal quickly. And he just flies over and gets killed. And the T-72 is completely clearing out up top. And they're going to be control of the open ground here. And this does not look good for Trysail, because up top, not very much in terms of the infantry department. The mod Tucson is definitely going to be able to clear it out. And the T-72s are just going to be able to move on right through and capture the point. And I'm quite interested in these T-72s instead of Wargame runs. Because everyone really liked those Wargame runs in M2. T-72s dealing with the Eric squad. Well, the Eric did manage to kill 2 of them, which is definitely a rough trade here. And the Lynx is dealing with the more shootings. And there is no AA, so this might actually save Trysail just a bit. There we go, killing both Lynxes from MiG-23. A double rammy right here. And Trysail not actually going directly into Alpha, but flanking around, getting into his Sportsman Forest, and getting an Aslav to flank around into Bravo. It's really just some skirmish engagement, nothing too crazy as Corvus gets some reinforcements into Delta. And both sides playing the flank, which is always a good idea. We do have more Teutons in this town now, which is going to be a rather pain to dig out. And Corvus bringing out the Tor AA. So more infantry, Enema Merida. Yeah, just both sides getting reinforcements, mainly Corvus Corax. Again, a lot of guys up. And Trysail getting some infantry and helicopters down below. And now it's really going to be down to Trysail to capture Alpha, because, like I said before, recapping Hotel is a pain, because once again you've got bridges, and bridges are not fun to fight over. Not fun at all. Trysail managing to hold it. His bottom out of sight is just a Lynx 20mm. Just going at it on the infantry and APCs. Again, it's close so the SBS can get some shots on. And the Lynx completely depleting its ammo right here. But getting quite a lot of kills. Got a lot of infantry reinforcements being brought up into Alpha. Just some Aussie infantry. And Corax is getting a defensive line in the hotel ready. Mainly a lot of infantry guys. Got 2 tanks in there. Trysail trying to do a push into the top hand town with some SBSs. And there we go, we got diggers moving up. Gonna be dealing with the Panzerjägers. Aaron's is going to be sniping the Panzerjägers. And I'll have to see some commandos this time. And on these there's enough infantry to really take Alpha. And just as long as he can get into his town before Corvus Corax can bring up the infantry reinforcements, he will be in a good position dealing with those. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Recon squad. We've got a starfighter doing a strafing run there. Because Mark 11 dealing with the Panzerjägers. Corax doing a very good job retaking Alpha, and it's really going to be, you've got Hotel captured by Corvus and Trysail capping Alpha. So I think this might come down to who ends up holding Delta. What I mean. Delta. I don't even, yeah, Golf is all the way down here. Yeah, nothing crazy at all. Just small little skirmishes. The Trysail retaking that top hand down with a few SBS, just a few good men. You know, reinforcements are being brought up, all these guys moving up top to deal with this incursion. Harrier GR7. Sniping what I think to be a T-72 there. Yeah, definitely a T-72 going down. Trysail holding on to Alpha. Got the commandos in position, just dealing with the Malthusians. We may want some more infantry reinforcements sometime soon as they are getting pounded. Commandos being forced to fall back into the forest. Malthusians are always deadly to deal with, as they are bloody effective. And the Mock's going to be dealing with that last squad of SBSs, retaking Hotel. And now it's just going to be coming down to a fight over Alpha. And Trysail is in the lead by 48 points to be precise. Corax slowly but surely retaking Alpha. managing to kick out the commandos and diggers here. And that's going to give him quite a lot of breathing room. And we've got Lynx 20mm during the forest or the river flank here, flying right over the command infantry. Yo, I don't think he's spotted him, yo. I mean, it's always, when you have command infantry, always turn off the machine gun. Always turn it off. For situations like this, exactly. And the MiG-29 trying to strafe the Lynx. It does get intercepted by the tornado. Then Trysail once again during a counter-attack into Alpha with a lot of commandos this time, a full battalion to be exact. Platoon, I mean. Battalion would be a lot more than just 40 commandos. And they're just going to be moving through the forest. Dealing with whatever is in their array. And it's Trysail really is a hold on to Alpha if you want to hope and win this match. And what? We have an incursion into India over here. Rather sneaky move from Corvus Corax. I mean, it's good right correct rail because no one really rail defends India after Hotel be captured because you never think the opponent would attack your home base. But instead of going head on and running into the Lynxes, he's flanking around and using the forest as cover. Now, if he could bring up a CV and capture this would be crazy because he should be able to. And we've got Lynx 20mm, and there we go, reinforcements quickly being deployed to defend at the home front. But lots of Panjagers here. Attack HQ being forced to fall back. The Lynx is dealing with the first incursion of MTOBs. Oh, the machine guns are going to be a little bit too much. And they're going to be forced to just book it out of that town. Get somewhere safe. We've got a lot of diggers being brought up. And I think there should be enough infantry to defend a point. Especially with the Lynx support. Definitely lost element of surprise here, but even though they're not going to be taking that point, just the distraction alone should, you know, lighten up Alpha just a little bit of reinforcements. Distracting Trysail from the real front. And we got more Teutons moving through the open ground. A rather cinematic attack here. Napalm and fire and death. Too bad the infantry animations suck. I really hope in Wargame 4 they make infantry look a lot smoother. This is like a reverse Michael Jackson right here. Moonwalking front ridge. And we've got bombs being dropped near the diggers, but not on the mark. That's what I mean, we've got not really many reinforcements being brought into Alpha, because you're completely focused on defending his home front in India right now. And the Panjagers taking that point. He really just spread out everything, just trying to make it a hard clearing to clear them out. Tornado F2 gun falls straight from the Mi-35 and Harrier GR7 doing some strafing runs with the missiles. Leopard C2 getting ambushed by the C-55 and then sniped by the Hind right in the rear. And that Hind's something going to be useful because there isn't really any AA here. We've got the tracked Rapier slowly moving up. But yeah, that's really it. And the SAS, but they're a little bit behind. And low on Stingers. And India being reheld by his Panjagers will probably get some good snipes I don't know if that gets brought up, but mainly most reinforcements come from Gove because he's attacking into Alpha. Taking some AA missiles, yeah. Things looking good for Corax. He's managing to retake Alpha, and more importantly, just keep it neutralized. He needs to capture it. That is the big thing. Because even though Trysail is getting pushed back, he does have the point advantage. So Corax really needs to bring up a CV and now to catch up. MiG-29 doing the nape. And we got a UAC being brought up into Alpha, definitely what he needs, and got the infantry to deal with the diggers. It's a crazy fight, yeah, but once again, more Teutons, absolutely deadly force to play with, and that is right, the Eastern Bloc is probably the most popular nation to play right now, is because more Teutons. And more Teutons, ever since Airland Battle, have always been fantastic infantry selections, one of the reasons why I always enjoyed playing East Germany. He has complete control over Alpha, but Lynx is going to be sniping at UAC shortly. Unless SPW can come in, but no, to no avail. I mean, once again, he's using his top-hand flank as a way to sneak in. I mean, it's always a good idea, even if you do a 1v1, just get something, at least here, like Enigla or Recon Squad, just so you can see, because that is usually an undefended point. And that's going to force Corax to get another CV to get into Alpha. And Trysail slowly gaining that +1 because it does have Delta captured. Well, kind of, just as a CV in there. Because at this point, it really is come down to who can get the most points. And Trysail is trying to get as much of the lead as he can to hold down for the next 7 minutes. And Alpha is not looking good for him at all. Completely captured here by Corax. The hotel CV has been neutralized. And the hotel is looking to be a bit more lighter in defenses, but he still has to deal with the stuff in India. Well, that's just going to be a pain, you know, sweeping through recon, trying to find absolutely everything. So you are a bit paranoid if you do get attacked in your home base. You definitely want to like double check for any infestations of Red 4 units. Electric Voodoo trying to do a seed run there, but not do much success it seems. There's Trysail slowly gaining that +1 thanks to Delta, and that CV and Alpha really needs to come. Here we go, we got CV being brought up from Echo. Here it is taking its sweet-ass time. And this is really going to come down to the right, because he also needs to capture Delta. So Trysail, even though he is losing a lot of the points in terms of area held, just having the conquest points is helping him out quite dearly. And there we go, hotel. It's about to be recaptured by command infantry. It doesn't seem like any more crazy pushes are going to be happening. There's both sides trying to play the points game. Wouldn't be surprised if Trysail tries to do some CV snipes. But there we go. The +3 points that Corvus Corax needs. And if Alpha captured, that will be a beautiful +5. There we go. And even though Trysail's capturing and CV sniping, it ain't going to work. because he just doesn't have the territory required. Because losing the hotel and Alpha completely, that is quite a deadly loss. And let's just speed things up, because we all know who's going to win, and that name starts with a C. And Corax taking the victory. We have a roughly 700, 600 point kill advantage, yeah. And a very good match. Really, what allowed Corvus Corax to win that match was by capping the hotel pretty much through the early part of that episode. Now, that could have been a rather risky maneuver, because if that didn't work out, then he wouldn't be able to capture hotel because it'd be a bit more heavily defended, and he definitely would have lost Alpha. So it was a rather risky early game assault, but it did play out well, because once you get hotel, you keep hotel. It's very hard to lose. That is one of the problems with this map. I want to say a left-hand side has a slight better advantage compared to right, just due to the bridge placement. If that was just an open ground, yeah, I think it would have been all sort of bridges, or more bridges. It would be a little bit more fair, but it's not a crazy imbalanced map. That's not the reason why Corvus Corax, when he did win due to playstyle, managing to keep Alpha, you know, contested, and Trysail doing his darndest with a lot of infantry support, and really he did play quite alright using airplanes and infantry to try and take Alpha, but he just couldn't break Corax, and that allowed him to win the match. So, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another RANGROO cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.